How are we doing, guys? I hope we're well. Back today with a brand new video, and today we're going to be looking at shoe of the year. Okay guys, so instead of me just kind of go ahead and just out on a whim and just pick my shoe of the year and sort of tell you about it or bring you a couple of contenders and then give you my overall view, I thought I'd pretty much leave it up to you guys and then I'd sort of discuss it on a video. And so what I did is I pieced together my top 32 pairs of shoes that have released this past year. I roughly ranked them from what I thought was kind of best to worst, so number 1 to number 32. And then what we did is I then put them all into a generator, and then that sort of gave us the matchups. So before we get into the sort of the recap of the round of 16, I want to just talk to you a little bit about the channel. We have just surpassed 2,000 subscribers, which is absolutely incredible, guys. If you kind of said to me at the start of 2020 that by the time we got to December, with what a mad year it's been, we'd have got to the 2,000 subscriber mark. I mean, we only really reached 1,000 in June or July, so to get to 2,000 before the end of December, it really does mean a lot. You guys have been absolutely smashing it. I appreciate each and every single one of you. And as I said on a previous video, we will be doing a giveaway. I've not quite decided on what that giveaway is going to be yet, but as soon as I know, I'll of course let you guys know. So guys, for the round of 16, we had some proper matchups. So the first round of 16 matchup pitted the Jordan 5 Black Grape up against the MG 4.1 in triple grey. This was interesting. I thought that the Jordan was going to go ahead and just kind of walk it with this one, but we saw the MG 4.1 grey take 61% of your votes. Very, very interesting indeed. And this is one of the reasons why I kind of wanted to put it out on my Instagram and let you guys decide what shoe of the year will be. Because shoe of the year, it does really mean something different to each and every person. Someone like myself, shoe of the year is not only what the shoe is like to play in, but it's also the box, the presentation, the story behind it, the release, all of the meaning, everything around it. I kind of take everything into consideration when picking my shoe of the year. But for you guys, it might just be solely what it's like to look at, solely what it's like to play in, how comfortable it is, stability, all that kind of stuff. So I thought putting it to you guys would be really, really cool, because hopefully we're then going to get a big sort of, I don't know the best way to put it, but kind of a massive general consensus on what the best shoe could be, because we've got all of our point of views all meeting in the middle. So round of 16, the first tie saw the MG4 take it over the Jordan 5 Low Grape. Very, very cool shoe, the grey is indeed. Now moving our way onto the next tie in the round of 16, we had the Roshe Tour Peace and Love. Personally love this shoe. I own this shoe, it's in my collection, versus the Palace. The Palace shoes, I think, have really kind of been forgotten about this year. They released before the whole pandemic kicked off, and so yeah, they've kind of been a little bit slept on. Released back in February around the Genesis time, the Palace collab did. Proper pair of shoes. I didn't actually manage to get a pair. I really wish I had done. Really, really cool shoe. But yeah, the Palace went ahead and took it with 64% of the vote over the Peace and Love. The Peace and Love, I can obviously see it being a little bit Marmite, but I thought the release was cool. I thought it was a great concept. I kind of thought it might have nicked it on the Palace shoe for this round, but I was proven wrong. Again, a great example of why putting it to you guys. By the way, when I say putting it to you guys, I put this all over on my Instagram, so the rounds will be going daily, so do head over to my Instagram. Be somewhere along the bottom of the screen there at the Gold Fashion Guy. Go down there and drop me a follow, and then make sure you get voting, cast your vote on each of these rounds through until the final. The final is going to be a big contest. I can feel it. So there we go. Moving on to the next one. This is a pretty tough matchup, actually. The Crossknit DPR, the Masters Limited Edition from Adidas, up against the Adicross Retro. The Adicross Retro, insane shoe. Just the price point, everything about this shoe was absolutely awesome, and it saw it take the vote with 67%. Now, The DPR, really cool shoe, really nice shoe. I can kind of see why 67% of you guys really did go for the Adicross Retro. Really, really cool shoe. Now moving on, once again, This one really surprised me. We saw the Pro SL Carbon go up against the Air Max 270 NRG. Really cool shoe, this NRG. 60% of you guys went for the Pro SL Carbon, which really did surprise me quite a bit, if I'm honest, because Pro SL Carbon, fantastic shoe, but I know how much hype that was surrounding the NRG, but there you go, 60% of you have spoken. That moves on to the next round. So moving us on, the round of 16, the next tie saw the Code Chaos Unity go up against the Peace and Love Infinity Tour. For me, I think this is probably the cleanest Infinity Tour colorway that we saw all year, and it did indeed pip it with 64% of the vote. That's not really pipping it, is it? That's pretty dominant, I think. The Code Chaos, cool colorway. Can't see everyone really being able to rock that colorway, so I can see why the Peace and Love would have come out on top in that round. Now moving along, we have the Puma RSG up against the Air Max 270 Fearless. The Fearless was such a banging collection. Really weird release that it released kind of very quickly after the Rather Be Lucky Than Good pack. But hey, there we go. It kind of took it there with 64% of the votes, which I kind of thought it would do. The Puma RSG, fantastic shoe. Big props to Puma for what they're doing. But yeah, I can see why it would have taken it. So moving on to the next round, guys, and we had the Jordan 5 Fire Red. Really, really cool shoe. A lot of big Jordan heads out there. This is a classic for them. Up against the Pro SL Gold that was released for the Masters this year, limited edition. Really limited shoe, the Pro SL was. The Pro SL came out on top with 68% of the votes. That's a huge, huge win for that Pro SL. Really, really cool shoe, really clean colorway. Really did think that the Jordan 5 Fire Red would have had more votes than just a 32%, but there we go. Kind of how it is with this, you guys are really casting your votes, and the Pro SL really proving to be a very popular shoe with you guys. Now moving on to the next round, we have the Code Chaos Boa take on the Air Max 270 Dusty Cactus colorway. The Dusty Cactus, 77% of the votes. That goes through to the next round. Really cool shoe, iconic colorway. Can kind of see why it pulled through in that contest. Moving on, we've got a few more left. The Triple Black Code Chaos. I believe this was the highest, sort of the, kind of not the highest, the biggest winning margin. 85% of the votes against the ZX8000. That ZX8000, limited edition, hardly any pairs available. Didn't even really go out to Adidas seeding that much. So yeah, but the Code Chaos pulls through the Triple Black colorway. You just can't go wrong with that shoe. Moving on to the next round, and we had, is that the next round? No, it is the next round. Yeah, the next round, Silver Bullet Air Max 97 up against the Adidas Superstar. Two iconic shoes, probably two of arguably the most iconic shoes that both of those companies do in general. Air Max 97 Silver Bullet with 67% of the votes, folks. So that really hammered home its dominance. The Adidas Superstar, absolutely class shoe in my opinion. 33, I think it deserved more than 33% of the votes. Moving on to the Infinity Tour Shield against the Code Chaos Prime Blue. 75% of the votes for the Code Chaos Prime Blue. Class shoe, again slightly slept on because it was supposed to really be making massive waves at the Players' Championship this year. We all know what happened there, very much cancelled, but still you guys are voting in your droves for the Code Chaos Prime Blue. Now moving on, this surprised me. So we had this shoe here. We had the Rather Lucky Than Good, the alternate pair, up against the G4 MG4 Plus in navy. I own both of these shoes. 60% of the votes going to the G4. Slightly surprised me. Both very cool shoes. But there we go. Coming out on top is the G4 in that round. And now moving on, Infinity Tour. We've only got a couple more rounds, guys, don't worry. It does really feel like a lot going through this, but Infinity Tour against the Galavanta Camo. I really like both of these shoes. Infinity Tour pipping it. This is the OG Infinity Tour colorway, pipping it with 55% of the votes. Moving on, only a couple more rounds to go. We have the Summer of Golf Code Chaos up against the Puma NXT Crafted. 68% of the votes going to the Summer of Golf. The Summer of Golf, a massive contender for me for shoe of the year. Be interesting to see how far it goes in this contest. contest. So yeah, it pulls through to the next round, 68% of the vote. Now, next one, this is the I think this is the penultimate one. The XTSL Knit, the Adidas Tour 360, going up against the original colorway of the Rather Lucky Than Good. 59% of the vote going to the Adidas. Surprised me a little bit with how quickly the Rather Lucky Than Good Air Max 97, with how quickly that sold out. I thought there would be far more votes for that, but there we go. The Adidas is pulling through. Adidas are really do have a strong showing this year with shoes. So moving on to the last one, and the last one did put up against each other the Adidas Vice shoe, which only released a couple of weeks ago, against the FootJoy Tour X. Surprise, surprise, 68% of you guys voting for the little bad boy here, the Vice Adidas. Really, really good choice. And so, guys, that was the round of 16. Some proper interesting matchups in that. As you can kind of see, I think they were pretty much worthy winners all round. Not too many tight contests, but I think we're going to see some tighter contests in the next round. So the next round, guys, the quarterfinal lineup does pit this shoe here up against the Tour 360 XTSL Knit. Interesting contest to that one. So the next is the Infinity Tour, the Peace and Love, going up against the Fearless Air Max 270. Next matchup, the next quarterfinal, the Prime Blue Code Chaos going up against the Silver Bullet Air Max 97. Really tough contest. That one, I know a lot of you guys liking both shoes there. We do then have the Adidas Palace going up against the Code Chaos Triple Black. The next one, we have the G4 MG4 Plus in navy going up against the Code Chaos Summer of Golf. And then we do have the Adicross Retro going up against the Pro SL Gold. That's going to be a very interesting contest. Two very popular shoes there. And then we do have the Infinity Tour going up against the MG4 Knit, the Triple Grey, with the Pro SL Carbon then heading up against the Air Max 270 Dusty Cactus. So guys, that is the quarterfinal lineup. All voting is still going ahead over there on my Instagram page, so do head over to my story, cast your votes. Votes will close at about 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, roughly, and then I'll be putting the semi-final lineup. I'll also bring another video to you guys tomorrow night, highlighting the round, the winners, the losers, and then previewing that semi-final lineup, guys. So, shoe of the year being cast by you guys. So do let me know, guys, down in the comment section below. What I want you to do in the comment section down below actually is give me your top 3 shoes of 2020. In order, your best shoe up there in first place. I want to know from all of you guys down in the comment section down below. If you have not done so already, just past 2,000, but let's keep adding to that. Do hit that subscribe button for me and that like button if you did enjoy today's video. And I'll see you all tomorrow with the kind of the roundup of the previous round and our preview of the semi-finals.